The River Thames has a special place in the heart of all Englishmen. It is, after all, our longest river. It's the river that flows through our capital. It's the boat race river. And it's the river of Wind in the Willows, where Ratty and Mole spent so much time just messing about in boats. We're going to follow it all the way from the head of navigation here at Inglesham above Lechlade, right the way down to Limehouse Basin in the heart of London's dockland. Because it is so long, we're going to do it in 3 episodes. The Thames above Reading, the Thames from Reading to the top of the tideway, and the tidal Thames. But before we start, let's go and see if we can find the source of this mighty river. Well, this apparently is the official source of the Thames, marked by this stone here, put here by the Thames Conservancy. Forgive me for being picky, but shouldn't it have some water coming out of it somewhere? There isn't a sign of any water anywhere, and I'm told that this is quite normal for this time of year towards the end of summer. Apparently water does gush forth in the winter months, but the very best we can manage here is a few stones and a bit of a damp patch. From that damp patch, the river flows to Lechlade in Gloucestershire, where it becomes navigable. Its general direction from here to Oxford is due east. At Oxford, it turns south. It passes through Abingdon and Wallingford on its way to Reading, where this first episode ends. The head of navigation is here at Inglesham Roundhouse, where the Thames meets the Thames and Severn Canal, the subject of a very active restoration campaign by the Cotswold Canals Trust. There's room here to wind a full-length narrowboat. It's a truly beautiful spot. The River Colne also enters here. Passing under the wooden Inglesham footbridge, the river here is remote and tranquil for a few hundred yards at least. There's been commercial activity at Lechlade Wharf right back to the 13th century, when this ancient borough and market town played a part in the wool trade. Lechlade is a delightful small market town whose charter was first granted in 1210. An information board has been placed in the market square to celebrate its 800th anniversary. An early 20th century photograph shows the square full of sheep on market day. Wool money almost certainly funded the 15th century church with its magnificent spire. Originally it was called St Mary's, but Catherine of Aragon ordered that it be renamed St Lawrence after a Spanish saint born in Aragon. The spire holds an Angelus bell, perhaps another influence from Spain. Halfpenny Bridge is so called because a toll of that amount was once levied here for anyone wishing to cross. The diminutive toll house has been lovingly restored. The Riverside pub is extremely busy, with food and cask ales being served all day to the endless stream of tourists. A small boatyard hires out pedalows and small outboard cruisers by the hour. From the river, we see that the toll house actually sits at the top of a tower built out of the river bed, so it's not so diminutive after all. There's a wonderful view of St Lawrence Church across the water meadows. We're soon reminded that we're not far from RAF Lynham, the head of the air bridge to Afghanistan. The pillbox is one of many we shall encounter, as the river has long been a defensible line from prehistory right through to World War II.